Hello, welcome. Welcome to the mail day. Now, it's not really a typical mail day. I'm not opening the mail. It's already been opened. I've sorted it and then I've card saved everything and put it all away. I don't have space anymore to like throw everything around. It creates way too much mess. But without further ado, let's get through some purchases. Now, I purchased this, or I traded for it. Person I traded for told me they had a dent at the top, so you can see one there. So I was like, oh, PSA 8, tiny dent, that's not too bad. But turns out this card has a, let me take this off, the reflection. Okay, this card has a very cute little binder crease going on, so that's great. At the bottom down here it has some more dents, yeah, on the corner there, going upwards. So there you go, see how the corners all folded in, so that's great. Thanks for whoever traded me for this, I really appreciate you hiding those dents. And I did another trade with my friend Raichu for you. And he hooked me up with Eevee on the ball and a Woo from McDonald's promo, which is pretty sick. He got me a Neo pack, which I really don't want to open. I hate sealed stuff. He got me a 1-of-1 signed Raichu card, so that's pretty neat. So that's what it's all about. Trading with your friends, making everyone happy, finding stuff they need, they find you stuff you want. So that's really good. Oh my god. There's some purchases. I never got any chances to get any special delivery Pikachus. So I think I bought 20 of them in CGC 9s for like $200 and under. I have some at the PWCC vault, but these are all, yep, around the $200 mark. I'm not really sure why. I was going to start reselling them and doing a bit of arbitrage from the US to Australia, but I really like them, so I'm not going to sell them. That's pretty much it. Might list 1 or 2 and see how they go, but all my stuff I've purchased is just sitting there. We're ready to go through it. I'll tell you why. But maybe next time I get some mail, I'll do it live. But yeah, it is really cumbersome. So I bought some collection lots that had some McDonald's hollows. I think these things are, I don't know, they're always going to have a pretty large raw price to graded price. I think PSA 10 of this just sold for like 800, and I got 2 pretty mint copies sitting here for like $50 to $100 purchase price. I got 4 Pikachus. They're all really clean. So I'm really happy with buying them. Got a near mint base set Mewtwo. I can't show the back like every card because it's going to be really hard, but these are the cards I'm picking out from the collections that I am buying. Neo Charizard's pretty much every old back Charizard. It doesn't matter where it's from, but every old back Charizard I'll be putting away to grade. Even at the lowest tier, they always do better graded. Eevee Heroes Alt Arts. I was going to make a video on these sooner. I really should have done it like a month and a half ago. It's when most of these were purchased. But man, they kind of shot up a little bit there with the box price increasing. But man, they are breathtaking. I think most people should try and at least get one set of the Alt Arts, you know, just to lock them in. I'll show every single one off, but they're all just amazing. So we got a DP Darkrai. Got some Card-ass cards. So these are the world map cards. Show you the region. So they're pretty neat. Got the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur 1, 2. Pokedex cards. These are kind of like checklists. So this is the Venusaur's here, but yeah, these Pokedex cards are kind of just like the checklists, and they just go through all like 13 to 112 and 001 to 0048. Yep. I really like this. This is the Card-ass series 3 to 4. Some of my favorite cards. Probably like my favorite non-TCG set. And even for the TCG, they're up there in the top 5. The hollows are awesome. They tell you a little bit of information about the game. You can't get Machamp in Pokemon Green because they didn't have red and blue in Japan. They had red and green, but that's a really funny looking Machamp. So you gotta trade them. Sorry, I didn't mean to say you can't get it. You can't get it in either game. You have to exchange them from. You have to trade Machamp to evolve him. So it tells you there, exchange from green, exchange from red. A little bit of information. It's really they're just really neat, you know. Even though they're like kind of stock artworks, I think if you do see any of these in any relatively good condition in Japan, I would consider buying them, because the graded copies will always hold a huge premium because there'll never be enough graded supply, and the demand for these, I personally think, never goes down. Like once someone likes these type of cards, they're not just gonna suddenly stop liking them, but there's always going to be new people liking them. Some very early on sprites of some of the Pokemon. They definitely changed some of these earlier on. So yeah, that 2-horn Charizard, it's crazy. It was released in like 97, so I think this was after the Top Sun, but before the Series 1 card art. And we got, here is just a plethora of EVVs. I think I got 15 of each. The V Full Arts are I didn't see them in person before I purchased them. I just went in because I thought they were good, but these are amazing. Texture on the card, textured backgrounds. Yeah, these are very nice. I will probably pick up more, and I'll try round it to like 25 of each, but I personally wouldn't tell anyone to do that, because that's like burning a lot of money on just like a set card that can get reprinted. But Eevees run really deep, and for years to come, I would love to have graded copies of these available. So I'll need to stock up on the raw while you can, like 1,500 to 2,500 yen each. Relatively cheap in my opinion. We'll get some more full art trainers. I think these are like some of the cheapest ones you could buy at the time. $30 each. Very underrated. Very, very. Celebi V promo hasn't really shot up since it came out. I think this is like the same price it was like 2 months ago. It's really nice though. I don't know why, but yeah, it's still a really nice card. Sometimes it takes cards longer than others. This one is like $10 each in Japan. So I bought heaps. I just can't understand why. I know it's common, but yeah, this is a full art Karen. Gen 1 trainer, full art, kind of sexy. I don't know. I feel like it probably should be more expensive. So I got some. Alright, I think this is more Eevees, probably. Yep, I feel much better doing the mail this way, because everything's like nice and sorted, and you know, it just feels better for me, because everything's in card savers, so I don't risk any damage trying to show things off. And okay, let's show this pile last. Well, that pile that's like the really good stuff. I went down a rabbit hole and started buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I only bought Dark Magician Girl. This one's the most expensive one. It's a 20th anniversary. I don't even know what holo it's called, but I paid like 180,000 yen for this. So this was more just like, oh wow, I really like that. I really want that. I don't know if I regret buying it yet, but yeah. This some other 20th anniversary holos from the same set. It's like a cat girl. I don't know if I'm turning into a weeb or something, but I swear. But how can you not like Yu-Gi-Oh? But yeah, the card conditions aren't that great for when they are purchases near mint. And this is the same artwork as the one that's really expensive, except it's not a foil around the whole thing. But it's about $50, so this is definitely a better alternative. A few more of those, and what's this? This is all Toon Dark Magician Girls. I think Yu-Gi-Oh has some really nice holo patterns. I got this like text all over it, and then they got the glitter as well. So, no, I never knew it was that nice. This is like a really nice one. Nice foil. This is similar to the other one. And this is a hollow version of this. So, I don't know, but the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Looks pretty good to me. I can't really complain. It just, sometimes you get like some rough corners and stuff, then a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are played with, as you can see that corner is rough and all that other stuff. But I think this is the rest of my EVV full arts. There's some VMAX Espeons. I paid $120 each for these. It might be a little bit more now, I'm not sure. This is all the mail that I've had for the last like 2 months. But I had to wait to get it sent because I moved house. So this isn't just me buying everything in 1 week. This is like a long time worth of purchases, alright? So don't worry. More Espeons, some Flareons. They're just so nice. I mean, even if you can't buy them all, it's no problem. They are expensive. So just get your favorite one at least, because I can imagine when Eevee Hero stops getting printed, which there'll probably only be one more wave of it, then that's it. That's all the EVVs in the world. That's it. I know it's a set card, but rather rare. All right, card as file. This is like $100, but it's got a crease, but I don't care. Unfortunately, I have to grade this with PSA, but I'll send it one day. Even a PSA one of this is worth much more than a raw copy. So I got this Championship Arena. This was really cheap. 120,000 yen. Just has like a little bit of scratches on it and stuff. Very happy with that. A CGC 8.5 of this just sold for $3,500 US on PWCC. So, you know, but I'm happy with this copy. It's got some edge at the top. Very, very minor. And it's got this little press here, and down the bottom it's got one as well. So they were designed to be played, and this is a played copy. That's just how it is. But yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with that price, even if it's a 6.7. I mean, if we compare this to the PSA 8 I bought, this might be a PSA 10, so who cares? We've got an unlimited Vaporeon. I think 50,000 yen. Grand Party promo. I think I paid 80,000-ish for the Grand Party. I don't know, it's hard to remember. It's been a while, but a mint Grand Party, I'll always try and pay 80 to 100,000 yen. This was in a collection I purchased. It's a full Koro set. Not you. Yeah, so it's really nice whenever you come across like completed sets of things. So they're all peeled promos, but they're all really nice condition. Usually they're just like chucked in boxes, and sometimes this is edgeware, not even from condition. This is just like the card peeled off with it. So it's very nice getting cards like these in this condition. So we got, I'm trying to keep my piles nice. After this, we got another Game Boy Venusaur, some Misty's Tears, Uniqlo Pikachus. Buy these, people. Like, these aren't going to be available forever, and they're actually quite rare. There's not that many of these, probably like 5 to 10,000 of each copy, I can imagine. Maybe like a little bit more, but they're rare. They don't come up that often. $100 for a light played copy. You'll never get a good copy. Don't even try to chase mint. Doesn't exist. These were given out with clothes, stuck in the clothes bag. Can you imagine what happens to a card being in a clothes bag and you take it home and everything? So yeah, this is another card I got. Another checklist. Not as expensive as the other one, but it's still good. I recommend buying the card. I recommend buying Gold Stars. I recommend buying Masaki's. None of these raw cards are for sale, so don't ask, because I'll just ignore you, really. Like, I'm sorry, but this is my stuff. I like to keep it mine until I grade it. I'll only ever sell a graded card. So raw card, there's too much wrong that can happen. This is this is a very offsetted Venusaur. Some web hollows that I've had for a while. JR Rally set that I picked up. Gladios, Espeon. Around these cards, let me go through this again. These are all set cards, right? But you can't find them anymore. The last time I saw a web sealed pack was like, I can't even remember. So like whatever's out there for these web hollows that's it. Base set Venusaur, yeah, that's pretty common. But JR Rally sets, they're far and few between, and they're always damaged. Like all of these 6, they're damaged. They came in a collection though, so I can't be too mad. But these are all damaged. These are all have creases on them because they come sealed. They were never really protected that well. This like Espeon, it is a set hollow, but it's very desirable. So if you're buying with the intention to sell, you want to buy stuff that is desirable, that is inherently rare, that can't be replaced. Like these 2 VS decks, they're very rare. Like the decks are like over 1,000. So another Umbreon, cute little Pichu. The rest of that Koro promo set, if you thought it wasn't complete before, it is. I just had it stacked wrong in the box. But yeah, just remember, try and buy these like rarer cards because they're just not going to be available. I'm checking like every day on marketplaces and in Japan. The stuff does not come up, and when it does, it gets bought very fast. So we'll talk about this one last. We've got another Grand Party. Hopefully good condition. Maybe I can get a 9.5 or a 10. Some of this I probably will send to PSA because the price discrepancy is just way too high. I have a intention to sell some of these because some of them, like this is my 3rd copy of Eevee and my 3rd Porygon, so I don't need that many. But pick these up, 300,000 yen, 180,000 yen. Very happy. Some more Naked Misties, they can just go to the side. Info Pack Dunsparce, very nice card. Just a near mint base set Raichu. Some Gold Stars. I've been buying Gold Stars in every condition because I'm getting some pretty decent offers on low grade ones that I have. So some of these are like mint, and I probably paid a lot for them. There's 2 dents down the bottom, that's great. But some of these are on the more rougher scale. There's a Celebi here that has a corner cut off. But I paid like $50 each for some of these really, really rough ones. Like this is a really bad condition. But I paid $50 for this, but once it goes in the graded card, it'll be fine. But yeah, if you see the Gold Star and it's a good price and it's buy it now, I suggest do not hesitate because I'm getting some really good offers on them. Some really nice condition Misakis. You don't get them like that often. And last but not least, this is my 2nd copy of University Magikarp. I bought this for like six-ish thousand dollars. Now it is, the front surface is kind of fine, but there is a crease all through the card here. Now, I knew it was there, and the thing is you can't hesitate. A card that's as rare as this, you can't just, condition doesn't matter up to a certain point. I will be selling this one. I'm not sure how much. I might get a graded PSA Authentic first, or a low CGC grade, I'm not too sure, but it's very nice to look at. Even from just back here, you can't tell any creases or any major damage. There's no tearing. So I've already have offers of like $12,000 on this. So if you do want to buy it, you have to come up with more than that. But other than that, that's the kind of stuff I've been buying. Thanks for watching. Hope it gives you an idea. Any questions, send it to me anytime.